What's going on, guys? This is Jet Life Jake with my first review on a 2021 Dodge Durango RT. We're going to start off with a nice slow walk from the front to the side to the back to the other side. This is a very big truck, measuring almost 201 inches in length. But these wheels are quite standard, measuring at 20 inches in diameter. Coming standard on all RT Durangos, you're going to get these Hemi badges on each fender. And I don't know if this hood comes standard on all RT Durangos, but it does look like it is an SRT style hood. Typically, I only see the one scoop right down the middle. Now we are going to slowly continue on to the back of the truck, where you can see the mirrors do have turn signal indicators, which is pretty standard on pretty much all cars nowadays. Now peeking at the back of the truck, you can see the RT badge, the Durango badge, and shout out Woodhouse in Nebraska. Clearly this car came from there. Now this car does have a backup camera, and that has been standard in the US since 2014. Now take a look at the raised Dodge logo in the middle of the taillights, which span across the whole trunk and the side of the car. Now let's take a walk to the driver's side of the truck to finish the complete 360 and finally get in this thing. Now here's a quick look at the headlights of this truck. Now it is time to get inside. Opening the door, you will see how spacious this truck is. With its premium synthetic seats, leather armrests, and leather steering wheel, this truck is nice. It also comes standard with an 8.4-inch touchscreen right in the center. Now taking a seat in this truck, I could tell you that this thing is big. On the steering wheel, you have pretty much all your standard buttons, including an answer and hang up button, your cruise control settings, and all your dash toggles. Here's a quick look at the dash. And moving on to the turn signal stock, it works as a turn signal and it controls your wipers. Moving over to the right, you can see the paddle shifter. Here's the plus. And to the left, here's the minus. Here's a look at the 8.4-inch standard touchscreen. And underneath, you got your climate controls, your volume and tuning knob, and a few other buttons such as heated steering wheel and seats, sport and eco mode, traction control, and your parking assist. Here's a look at the big center touchscreen with Apple CarPlay. Opening the center console, you can see that you have plenty of space and a charger port. And as you can see, you also have a 12-volt charger here as well. And opening up the glove box, you can see that this is a very standard size glove box. Nothing too big, nothing too small. Definitely will fit whatever you need. Now getting into the back, the largeness of this truck really shows. Here's the spacious back seat. And sitting in here, you can tell that I have plenty of space for my knees and everything else that I need to put in here. Now there are some buttons back here for the passengers, such as heated seats, climate controls, USBs, and a wall outlet. Here's a look at the cup holders in between the passenger seats, and there is an armrest you could put in there for an additional cost. Here's a quick look at the third row. As you can see, plenty of leg space again. And for the moment you've all been waiting for, the junk in the trunk. You can fit a lot of stuff in here, even with the third row up. We have 2 suitcases, a backpack, and some boots in here, no problem. And here's the button that closes your trunk. Typically it would be on the trunk itself. I'm definitely not the biggest fan of this design. Here's one more 12-volt charger. And that is it. And to end this portion of the review, a startup and an idle. So here are some pictures while I talk about what I really think about this car. All in all, I would say that this car is fast, but not a screamer. It really pulls in high RPMs, but if you try and drive it not in manual mode, it will feel kind of slow. I've driven all types of SUVs, but this one is probably one of the most fun ones I've ever driven. If you see this truck in your rental car center and it's available to drive, definitely give it a shot. Overall, I'd rate this truck an 8 out of 10, based off of its uniqueness as a sport SUV. There aren't many out there anymore. If you're still watching, I greatly appreciate you. Please go ahead and subscribe, like, and comment if you haven't already, and let me know what car you'd like to see next. Oh yeah, one last thing. They gave me a Jeep key for my Dodge Durango. Okay, bye.